YouTube's new strategy for premium content is all about global scale. The big story this year for YouTube's recently rebranded YouTube Premium subscription service has been the success of family drama Cobra Kai, a continuation of the original 1980s Karate Kid franchise. But the rest of the year and 2019 are shaping up to be more about YouTube Premium's scale big, ambitious, and ever more global than finding its next hit. After fits and starts of marketing its YouTube Red video service and YouTube Music audio service separately, YouTube rebranded them in May as YouTube Premium and YouTube Music Premium. In the subsequent 3 months, the company has launched the services in 17 markets and announced plans to make 20 or so foreign language shows in France, Germany, Japan, South Korea, India, and Mexico over the next year, and a big chunk of the 50 originals that YouTube plans to release in 2019. At the beginning of August, YouTube announced a slate of 3 Spanish-language shows for YouTube Premium, including one starring Gael Garcia Bernal, who won a Golden Globe for Amazon's comedy series Mozart in the Jungle. Now it's announcing a new Korean original, a documentary film about the K-pop star G-Dragon. The service says it plans to announce more foreign language originals in the coming months, and to launch video and music services in many more countries over the next few years. You would expect a global company like YouTube to expand its subscription services beyond the United States, but an intensifying land grab for worldwide video subscribers by Netflix, Amazon, HBO, and soon Disney and Apple has put more intense pressure on YouTube to expand the service to markets where its competitors already have a big head start. YouTube is a global product with more than 80% of watch time coming outside the United States. So we're very motivated to get to a global place as soon as possible, says Adam Smith, YouTube's VP for Product Management. Each country has different licensing, payment, and partnerships, so we're moving as quickly as we can to get to as many countries as possible. Wherever it goes, YouTube wants to occupy as much of your attention as possible. It's a war for time, and everyone wants to keep you inside their world longer, says BTIG media analyst Rich Greenfield, who says he thinks YouTube Premium and YouTube TV, the company's $40 a month cable competitor, are more about brand loyalty than being in the TV business. If YouTube Premium has more content you want to watch, you won't leave the platform to go watch something on Netflix. YouTube Premium is the latest go at premium music and original programming for YouTube and Google, which have been pivoting between various approaches and branding philosophies for years. Google launched Google Play Music in 2013 and YouTube Music in 2014 as standalone music services, and launched YouTube Red in 2016 as a bundle that included premium shows from prominent YouTubers like Rooster Teeth and PewDiePie, access to the music service, and at free YouTube. In 2017, YouTube Red started ordering studio-driven shows like Cobra Kai and sci-fi thriller Impulse. YouTube Premium launched in May as a 2-tiered rebranding. YouTube's video originals to date have fallen into 3 buckets. Some are driven by people who have large fan followings on YouTube. Others are Hollywood studio shows that are available only to YouTube Premium subscribers. And the last category is ad-supported celeb reality shows and documentary series. YouTube is continuing to ramp up production in all 3 categories. The big new category for YouTube Originals, which will become more apparent over the next year as YouTube Premium launches in more countries, is international shows. This fall, YouTube Premium will premiere Origin, a 10-episode sci-fi series shot in Cape Town, South Africa. The international cast includes Tom Felton and Natalia Tennant, familiar from the Harry Potter films. We're at a unique point in time where users in the United States and globally are embracing digital subscriptions, says YouTube Smith. Our aspiration is for YouTube Premium to be a globally available product. Like subscription video, subscription music is a global business dominated by a handful of big players. Spotify and Apple Music comprise roughly half the global market, according to Media Research's most recent report, followed by Amazon, Deezer, Pandora, and Napster. Google Play Music and YouTube Music are lumped into the other category, a sign in itself that they haven't yet reached the sort of massive scale that YouTube and Google crave. In a way, YouTube Premium Music's biggest competitors are ad-supported YouTube and YouTube Music, which already account for nearly half of all music streaming globally. Why buy the digital cow when you get the ad-supported milk for free? A combined 133 million Spotify and Apple Music subscribers do find music worth paying for. And YouTube Premium is certainly a great value if you're inclined to pay for a music service. But convincing a generation of YouTube users to pay for music that's always been free, and is free now, if you don't mind the ads, will be tough. Those pricing and marketing decisions will work themselves out over time as Google, Apple, Amazon, Disney, HBO, Netflix, and others expand their subscription services globally and consumers start to figure out which are essential and which are not. A recent Nielsen research report showed that 37% of U.S. households already subscribe to multiple video services, and that number is growing as more households replace traditional cable and satellite service with a buffet of streaming options. YouTube Smith emphasizes that the company isn't done shaping the YouTube Premium proposition. We will continue to enhance the feature set and the experience that you get as part of your paid membership, he says. That gives YouTube the opportunity to treat the service the way Amazon has positioned Amazon Prime, as something that's worth paying for in part because it gets better over time.